little snippet in the beginning. That's always my favorite part of throwing these videos together for you all is kind of showing off all of my friends at the card shop and showing off the place that I play locals, and all of the beautiful people that attend there. It's just such a blast. So hopefully you guys enjoy watching that as well. I am again on tier. I really do think this deck is the best deck. If Kashtira wasn't the best deck, like if the best deck wasn't macro heavy, I still think tier would be the best. That being said, I'm playing against my good friend Cliff. He is always a blast and a refreshing person to play against. And he is actually on this Melfi deck. I had a really neat deck profile by him that the footage actually got sort of messed up and I wasn't able to post. He went undefeated with this deck, which is absolutely hilarious to me. But we always have a good game when we play. And so yeah, I mean, I opened absolutely crazy. As you can see, I have Grapha, open the field spell, open Scream. Scream's really good, decreasing the attack of his monster by 5,000, letting me mill, declare the effect of Nessie. Obviously I have Sharon, who also milled. I hit Agido, Nessie. I think I hit Jackalope, so I can't use that second effect of Nessie. So I just nagged myself for no reason, which is unfortunate. Should have held that for Grapha, but that's okay. I think we hit both millers. I'm not exactly sure. He's going to go ahead and Cosmic my back row. It would be nice if I could respond with Grapha, but I can't because that's a quick play. Soliak is an absolutely crazy card. It would have let us get into like Sharon play. Looking at his hand, he doesn't really have much. He has Imperm. He goes Imperm. I do choose to negate it because I can just draw with the Beast. Beast isn't doing anything in my hand anyways. Then he'll go ahead and set 3 cards. I think he has an Ash in hand and 2 Imperms. I think he drew the Ash for turn. So it just not very good. I hit all of his engine with my millers. So in the end phase, I go ahead and use the effect of Kelbeck. And I go ahead, not Kelbeck. God, I can never, Keldo. And I use the field spells effect to pop his middle column. I was trying to play around Imperm here because I really don't want my Scream to get hit. So go ahead and normal summon King of the Swamp. He'll go Imperm. And I think he targets my Grapha. And I'll go, okay, effect of Grapha. And he'll chain Chalice. So I think he thought that the Imperm was going to hit my Scream. Not understanding that it was the column that it was... not the column that Grapha's in, but actually the column that the Imperm was set in. Would have been a crazy play if he had done that. I do think I have game on board no matter what here. I think I just double normal summoned. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how I got King of the Swamp on board and then also normal summoned Rhino. So maybe I'm a big cheater, but I do think I had game on board no matter what. I could have just put Sharon to attack and both those guys were plus 500. But moving on to the next game after I totally cheated Cliff, he sets 3, sets 4 actually, and passes. This is really unfortunate for me because I sided in a lot of like monster hate because I know he plays like one of the Ice Shade Synchros. He plays a lot of like of the Melfies, and just clearing those off the board before they get their effects is really good. But he didn't have any of the Melfies turn 1, and I actually am bricked kind of hard here, so I'll activate Planet, and then I don't have any tier names. That was my only way to get into tier, like the tier engine. I opened like 3 Kaijus and Kaiju Slumber, which is really, really, really bad. I think I also have like a Malian engrave and maybe a Malian hand and maybe a Tear Cache. Tear Cache doesn't do anything because I can't banish anything. Would have been a great hand if that field spell had resolved and I had gotten to search my Sheeran. But Cosmic's a really good card. And then off the top, Cliff rips Obedient School. So absolutely crazy. This game goes a little long just because I play around the Melfi's effects a little bit. So off of the Obedient Schooled, he'll summon Beaver, Wally, and I want to say that's Hopier. And then he'll special summon Alpha because I control the monster with the highest attack. And then I believe he uses Alpha's effect to bounce the Wally and my Kaiju, which is kind of okay because I have the Kaiju back in hand. So I can play around, the Wally, get rid of that. But he does, I believe, go for Joyous here. And so I have to play around Joyous. So he goes ahead, searches. I think he searches Puppy or Hide and Seek. Activates Hide and Seek. On the follow-up, I do have the interrupted Kaiju Slumber engrave and also the Kaiju in hand. But I'm just praying I draw into like any tier name because that'll actually get me back in the game. I think I drew another Kaiju Slumber. And the unfortunate part is I don't play any more copies of... maybe I didn't draw a Kaiju Slumber. I think that might be next turn. Using this Kaiju Slumber kind of blows here because I already used the other Kaijus I put in deck, and I have to have Kaijus with different names. So I'm not able to wipe his board. So I declare an attack on my Gamma Seal. And then I give him another Kaiju, Godarla. I must have drawn into the Godarla or the Doggerin. Over the Alpha, so that way he can't just bounce the Alpha and bounce my monster. And then I'll set a card here. That might be like Denier. Goes ahead and shuffles off of the Melfi Hide and Seek. Really, really interesting game because I haven't seen any of my explosive cards. I've just seen like stabilizers, and his engine, he's missing like resolving one of these Melfi cards. So he needs to resolve like this Wally. He'll activate the other, or maybe that one's Hide and Seek, that one, the other one's like Go and Play or something like that. And then I believe he'll move to, Kelbeck. I know I have a Tear Cache in hand, but I don't have any way to banish it. I don't have anything to banish. So yeah, this is really unfortunate. Draw into another Kaiju Slumber. So, I mean, at this point, it's getting a little ridiculous. I'm seeing like, I think I sided in like 5 cards, and that's all I'm seeing. It's absolutely crazy. I don't even know. So now I have to try to play around this Wally. If I declare an attack on it, he gets to like summon 2 dudes, which will turn his engine on. I'll set a card. I think that's the Kaiju Slumber because I'm just trying to bait. And then off of the Wally, and so I didn't swing into the Wally because I don't want him to have that engine yet. I want to get a little more explosive cards. If I drew into like a Sheeran or a Planet, or like, I mean, these are obviously the best case scenarios, or even like a Fenrir to banish with the Tear Cache. It gives me a lot more options just by hitting cards to the grave. If I could somehow resolve a fusion, any of them, I have, I believe I have a Denier set, which would let me discard this Kelbeck in hand. So he'll go ahead, normal summon Beaver. I believe he goes for Farajit. Obviously the Kaijus put him in a really weird predicament. He'll go effect to shuffle those back. I think he gets to draw a card. Now we're just, I think he's thinking about what he can do. I think he just drew a Hopier, but Hopier doesn't really do anything right now. unless he wants to make like Arclight, which I guess he could. What did I draw there? Is that a Merly? No, it's a Nessie. So my high roll play is to use Nessie, hit Kelbeck, summon, draw, mill 5. One, I hit the Tier Cache, not bad, draw, and then I'll go effective Tier Cache to mill 2. And then I'll go Scream effect. I believe he uses the effect of Wally on summon of my Nessie. But he just resolved it a little out of order. The crappy thing is, so I drew a Havnis. So he goes Wally and I go Chain Havnis. Hit double Tier Cache Mally. So he goes summon Puppy, summon Caddy off the Wally. And then we can't do anything with the mills we might have hit a Mally too. Flip Denier, yeah. And then I have Cherubini. So, and I have 2 level 3s, which is hilarious. I usually just make Draco Sack to go into that. But, you know, Cherubini needing 2 level 3s, we can use both of these and attempt to send like a King of the Swamp. So that way we have a better fusion if we do get to resolve one. Plus, I can send Merly off Sprint if he doesn't choose to pop the Cherubini here with the Kalantosa. It's just a little unfortunate because that Kaiju Slumber being set back there is doing absolutely nothing. Obviously, I have a Kelbeck that I can't trigger because I'm not able to discard. I do also have Denier. So I could go Denier effect if I have a Mally and Grave. I'm not sure that I do. I do, yeah. So Denier effect, and then effect to put one. I might have 2 Mallies, so, or maybe one's in hand. Put back a Mally. Go this and this into Masquerena. And then I believe he has Sealy, which is really bad because if he makes like Arclight, I'm really screwed here because I can't send with the Sprint. But he makes Desert Locust and tries to rip a card from my hand, which is absolutely crazy because I have like 3 really good hits and I hit Kelbeck and I use the Kelbeck's effect, but he has Called by the Grave. What the heck is going on? He hits so he banishes my Kelbeck that I've been trying to trigger since the beginning of the game. And now I'm in a really, really bad position because I go these 2 into Sprint and I go Sprint effect and he goes Imperm my Sprint, Chain Desert Locusts, Summon Excel Synchron, the Stardust Synchron. And I'm just dead. Like, there is just no way. The Imperm called by was just crazy. So, moving on to game 3. It's been an absolutely amazing match against Cliff. I do get to go first. Hopefully my hand's a little better. So we'll start with the field spell. Field spell, I'll add Sheeran. Declare Sheeran. Offer him to cut because we search Sheeran and then mill. So we'll go 1, 2, mill 2, resolve Rhino, pitch Merly, go Chain Link, 1 Rhino, 2 Merly, 3 Beast, 4 Scream. Absolutely nuts. Being able to draw, search, and of course fusion. Using the Denier to go into a Destiny Hero, and then we got to resolve the Rhino. I don't even know what we want to send because we could send Havnis, but like that doesn't do anything because we don't want to make a window on top of our board right now. So we'll go ahead and just send another Tier Cache. Go effective Denier, pitch Keldo, send Mally effect, summon another Mally, make Beatrice, which is, you know, kind of the bread and butter play. We have Redoer Beatrice, which gives us a lot of fusion potential, not only this turn, but also next turn. So we'll go effective Beatrice, send Kelbeck effect to mill 5. Kind of important to detach that D hero, because if we do hit like the Merlion deck, we want to be able to have something to fusion with if we don't also hit King of the Swamp. So we can make a Draco Sepelia. Stay my phase will go Redoer effect. So this turn we have Beatrice, Redoer, and the 2 fusions with the field spell. So we'll go Redoer effect to draw, and then on resolution declare the effect of Sheeran. I'm just crossing my fingers this man does not have Called By again. And this man does have Called By. Okay, we still have Rhino Engraved, and we also have, I believe we have a Soliac and a Meta Noise set. So we go Beatrice effect, and this man has Ash. What is this? What? So he goes ahead and overlays these 2 into Joyous. Like I said, this game was absolutely amazing. Cliff is a really good player. On summon of Joyous, we'll go effect of Keldo, shuffling back, you know, my Miller, one of my tier caches, and my Rhino, and then we'll use the field spell effect to pop that card, just so that way he's not able to search, because I know he needs to search a Wally. But this man goes in phase summon Beast, or summon Dog Puppy, and summon Caddy. So normal summon Rhino, chain Soliac, targeting the Puppy, and then Caddy's gonna go ahead, search a Sealy. Thinking of what to send off Rhino. Send Havnis. Send the Rhino because of Soliac. And then on summon, he'll go Sealy effect. Summon Desert Locust. And resolve Havnis. We can make a Kaleido. So here's the thing. I believe right here we're in time. So my goal isn't even to kill him. I just need to make sure I'm able to get to Sprint. And him leaving those 2 bodies on board with the Mally Engrave does get me to like IP and Sprint. So he was just trying to prevent me from doing any damage, and he saw that I had like a bunch of material, so he went ahead and scooped. I love Cliff. He's such a fun person to play against. If you guys come out to kitchen table and you see Cliff, make sure to say hi. But that being said, I will see you guys in the next match. Alrighty guys, moving on to the next match here. So after winning that game, I do get to play against someone who's I haven't seen around at locals before, so it's a really cool time to interact with a lot of newer people. We have quite a few more people showing up. So I start with Nessie. Nessie hits Rhino. Rhino pitch Soliac, and then send tier cache. Tier cache is going to let me mill 2. Hit Havnis. Think if I even want to use Havnis. I mean, I have like I believe I can make Kaleido. But I don't know if it's worth it. If I had like a King of the Swamp in hand or engrave, hitting that Havnis would be crazy. But if I use the Havnis, I would lose like all of my advantage. See, and this is nuts. So hitting Merly, Scream. So now we definitely I was gonna resolve that backwards. I must have done Scream Chain Link 2. So now we go those. I have to use my Rhino, but I have one in hand. Crazy. To summon Kaleido. Overlay these 2 for a Redoer. I believe I don't know if we searched Meta Noise. Standby phase, we get to attach and we instantly see what our opponent's playing. It's some sort of Sue ship. I I have no idea what this deck does. I'm not going to pretend like I know what any of these cards do. But I do think he's playing Suship. I know they all revolve around Shari and summoning Xyz, and yeah. So he starts by imperming my Kaleido, which doesn't really do anything besides protect him from a spin when I use Redoer, because I have Soliek, so it's just gonna let me use my Kaleido. So we go ahead and go on summon of that Sushi guy. We send our Kaleido. Kaleido comes back, sends. So we'll go 1, 2. So we'll spin the Shari to deck, and we get to mill 2. We'll go effective meta noise. Add the Tear Cache back. This is really good because we're putting more cards in the graveyard. Right now, our Redoer is kind of dead. Not gonna lie, we can't use the Kaleido to make like Draco because it can't be used as fusion material. So, I mean, I don't think we can make anything right now. So, having this Tear Cache is kind of nice because then we can mill. So I'll go ahead and set 2. In phase, we go effect of Tear Cache, banish the meta noise effect. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely nuts. We get to draw, and we hit a King of the Swamp, and we hit a Malicious. So we'll draw for turn. I mean, that was just having that mill 3 is crazy because now we can go effect of Soliek to negate, summon back the Kaleido, send the Havnis effect 1, Kaleido 2. I mean, it's Shade Brig, it just gets put back into the deck. We'll go those 2 into Big Dude Grappa. And then I think we can make Draco Sack here, which is really funny. If we made it in the EMZ, we could make tokens, but I think this is just game. So, I mean, especially with the Redoer, we're going to give him a Gamma Seal over the dude, just so that way we get a little more damage in. Swing with Grappa, swing with Draco Sack, swing with Redoer, and that's game. So moving on to game 2, I do think he likes to go first. So starts with one of the Sushi dudes who I think this one sends one, summons one with a different name than the one it sent, or like something along those lines. They have really weird text on them, but they make some kind of neat Xyz. One of the Xyz I think has a negate, which is kind of cool, I guess. So summon this dude. I think that one's name is Picari. I don't know why. I maybe know that. And then he makes the Dreadnought dude. I'm just trying to read what he does. I don't remember what it said it did. Lets him draw, I guess. And then search the field spell. I think the field spell is targeting protection. I don't know what it does on activation or if it does anything. So go ahead and activate the field spell. Set Shade Brig, summon Shari, overlay, make Redoer. I mean, that's kind of neat. I do that play in my deck. And it has a trap under it, so it's kind of good. Set 1. In the standby phase, he gets to attach my Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Special Fenrir. Fenrir is a real good card. Fenrir effect. Fenrir kind of contests his whole board here. If he had used the Redoer on summon of Fenrir, he might have been in a little bit of a better spot. Declare an attack on the Redoer with Fenrir. On attack deck, Fenrir effect. Target to banish, face down. And then we'll go ahead. I believe he spun my Fenrir back there. And now we go ahead and activate the field spell. Field spell probably searches Sheeran. Sheeran effect. Summon, pitch. I mean, mill 8, broken, crazy. Deck's still good. Hit Rhino, hit Nessie off of the Sheeran. So chain link 1, Guido, chain link 2, Rhino. So he bells my Rhino, which is fine because we still get to mill 5. We got to chain block, which is kind of huge. We hit King of the Swamp and Amali. Use the Scream effect off of the mills, off of the tier cache. Kind of unfortunate we didn't see a name. I think we have another tier cache in hand though. So, I mean, we get 3 more mills. We get to search Meta Noise. Meta Noise is going to send one during his turn. Go ahead and use the effect of tier cache. Banish the Scream. 1, 2, 3. Hit another King of the Swamp, but not a name. I think we have Polly in hand, but we're going to try for this Nessie because we want to hit one of our traps. Hit a Meta Noise, summon, draw, Meta Noise, add probably tier cache. No, add right. Ooh, I'm crazy. I'm doing plays I can't even think of. Make Draco Sack effect, detach, summon 2 tokens. Oh my gosh, I'm cooking, bro. I don't even know what's going on. Make Cherubini. See, sometimes you just play better in the moment. Go ahead and send Denier. Which is kind of cool because we do have a Malian Grave. I don't know if we have 2, but we definitely have 1. Normal summon Rhino. And if we save this Draco, we still have a bounce. He goes ahead and banishes my Havnis, which kind of blows. Then we'll go ahead and go make Redoer. Redoer effect, Sheeran, detach Sheeran, Sheeran and King of the Swamp. I'm worried he has Nib, honestly, which would be really bad. And we'll use the field spell to pop his field spell. Now we do have to go these 2. If I gotten to hold my Draco, I could have had a bounce with the sprint, but unfortunately I just needed the body. So we'll go ahead and go Merly, Rhino, and Gamma Seal, summon out Kaleido, and then set another card. Probably a Soliak in phase. Redoer comes back, his Redoer comes back, and I'll pass. So the board is still really good. We have a discard, we have a draw, use the effect of the draw instantly. He has a banish. So now we just want to resolve this. I believe we have a Soliak, and Soliak is going to send our Kaleido, letting Kaleido send another one, which will summon us a Rukulos. Plus we have a Grappa, so he'll go ahead and set one. In the end phase, I use the effect of Soliak, targeting his Redoer. He doesn't chain it, and then we go ahead and send, so it's negated. So we go Kaleido, send. He tries to chain it after it's negated. We go Sheeran effect, he'll go Bell, Kaleido effect, spin. And then I'll draw for turn. Probably should have chain blocked that Sheeran with Kaleido because I knew he was playing Bell. But it is what it is. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm just going to show off kind of those 2 matches this week. There weren't too many other crazy ones. I played against Jay. You guys are welcome to watch that one towards the end. But yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting. I'm always super excited to make these videos for you all because seeing everybody who likes them is so encouraging to me. So again, if you're down there, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, see you in the next video. Peace, guys.